The body may die, but never the soul, which is merely passed on. Souls flow onward, born and reborn, forever part of the great ether stream.
Why friends make grave here? Can we not take Biggiepon home to village?
He'd want to be buried where he fell. It is traditional amongst mercenaries.
I'm so sorry, Vanda. If only I hadn't listened to those people, you'd still be... I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's not your fault. No matter what, those guys would have tracked us down eventually. What matters is that Vandam saved all our lives. For now, let's just be grateful to him for that.
You're right.
I won't forget your words, Vandam, ever. I'll fight my own war with Pyra. Pyra? Are you all right?
Yes.
Good. I was worried that you might not. Wake up. Pyra, you know I've got to ask. That thing that happened yesterday, you called yourself Mithra?
What? I am...
I'd like to hear that too. That power, it wasn't normal. Is that the true power of the Aegis? I think you owe us an explanation. It was pretty crazy.
Tora want to know too. Pyra was super strong. Why so strong, huh?
No, don't pressure the girl.
Well, the thing is... I mean...
Pyra?
Why?
Huh?
Why did you wake me up?
Huh? What?
I didn't want to wake up. I didn't want to come back. I left everything to her so I'd never have to use that power again. But then you woke me up.
Woke you up?
If you hadn't been so useless, none of this would have happened. I wouldn't have had to use this power. Didn't you listen to that Vandam guy? He told you to hold back. He told you to run. But you just had to push yourself, idiot. Look where it's got us now.
You
really messed up.
You don't have to tell me that. I know, all right. I knew I was being an idiot.
Rex.
But I couldn't hand you over to them. I wanted to keep you safe.
What? At any rate, if you've got questions, you can ask her. I'm out of here. Bye. That's not fair. Everyone, I'm very sorry about all that. Malos and I are Aegises. blades born with a terrible power, strong enough to destroy the world.
Malos is another Aegis.
Long ago, there was a man who climbed the world tree, hoping to make it to Elysium and meet his creator. But when he arrived at Elysium, he found it empty. So instead, as proof that he had reached that divine realm, he brought back 2 core crystals, Malos and me. And once he made it back to Allrest, he awakened Malos. Why he did it, I can't say. For greed, for power, or perhaps... When Malos awakened, he wielded his world-shaking power without restraint. To him, it was natural. He had never known anything else. I was awakened by a driver who was determined to stop Malos's rampage. So Malos and I fought. I fought with all my might and succeeded in defeating Malos. But not without a price. 3 great titans fell in the struggle. After the battle, I sealed myself away to ensure that power would never be unleashed again. I took the form you see now and fell into a long slumber. That was 500 years ago.
The Aegis War. The man who awakened Mithra was Adam, hero of the lost kingdom of Torna. Adam fought as Mithra's driver to protect the world from Malos. We Titans played our part in that battle too. It is our calling to live alongside humanity after all.
Gramps?
Adam hid Pyra's sleeping body inside a great ship and sunk her to the Cloud Sea's floor where none could abuse her power.
So that day, that's the ship that we... That's how Pyra and
I believe it was fate that we met each other. Otherwise, my sister would never have woken up.
You call her your sister?
Mithra and I used to talk together. In that dream of Elysium where you met me. We promised that when we were awakened again, we'd go home to the real Elysium. And then we would fulfill our real purpose.
And that's... defeating Malos again?
I'm very sorry about Mithra. She didn't mean all that. You have to understand, she came out because she wanted to protect you. She broke her own seal for you. Even used her power as the Aegis. The flame powers I use are just a shadow of her strength. Droplets of excess energy trickling through the seal.
Don't worry about it. She was right. This was all my fault. I'm just glad... that you finally managed to open up a little. Also, thank you for protecting everyone, I mean.
Protecting? Me?
Your powers are incredible. I could feel the truth behind the legends.
I'm sorry.
you apologize a lot. You know that? I guess you still feel guilty about the Aegis's power, right? But I don't want you to have to apologize anymore. I hope I can help you move past that. No. I know I can.
Rex,
Power depends on the heart of its wielder. That's what Vandam said. That's why your power is the power to protect. The power to keep everyone safe and smiling. I want to do the same. I'm gonna be the kind of driver who can protect you in turn, I promise. Make a girl cry? That's not gonna fly. Make a girl smile? You pass the trial. That's the third rule of the Salvager Code. Yeah?
Rex! Can you help Tora with repairing of Poppy, please?
Okay, I'll be right there. Oh, yeah. What's for dinner tonight?
how does meatball pot au feu sound?
Delicious. I can't wait.
That's my Rex. Never loses his smile. And that's what keeps us all going. Reminds you of Adam, don't you think?
What's this?
Take it, and go to Indal. That dagger's owner will tell you how you can get to Elysium.
This is a blade weapon, right? Who's its owner?
The man who was once my driver.
Your driver? Huh? But then...
Cole is a blade. We fought together in the Aegis War. Yes. His real name is Minoth.
Blades not get old, though. Why Cole look so old?
Because I'm one of the cursed ones. A flesh eater.
Flesh eater?
A blade who has been fused with human cells. A long time ago, before the war, some sought to test the limits of Blade's potential. I am a product of their experiments, one of the unlucky ones who was tainted by their folly.
Why would ancient people do that?
It seems that by combining blade and human, it is sometimes possible to create blades with extremely unique powers, but only very rarely. Most experiments were failures, and I was no different. I gained nothing at all, and lost my immortality to boot. I likely won't last much longer.
Grandpa?
Before I go, I want to see where your path ends. That dagger will aid you. Will you do this for me?
Of course. Oh, but can I ask you to do something too?
Namely?
I was wondering if you could write a play about Vandam.
About Vandam?
Yeah. I think his story could inspire a lot of people. Once I find Elysium, I'll come see you again. Show it to me then?
An interesting notion. Perhaps that is the least I can do. Very well. I'll do it. So see you make it back here in one piece. Understand?
Absolutely. You have my word.
get to Endal, we'll need to... Rex! Zuo! Listen, don't worry about us. You just carry on with your own journey, is what I'd like to say, but could you come back to Garfon and speak with you for a moment first? There's something we need to talk to you about. Something the boss left behind. Something from Vandam. We'll give you the details once you get back to Garfon. Don't keep us waiting, yeah? Welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles 2! Now, we fulfill Vandam's last wish. Oh, what a moment, what a moment, what a moment, what a moment. And not even just everything that happened before with Vandam and the fight, Mithra showing up. Mithra was masterfully foreshadowed. There was so much to that I could just speak praise of, like how Pyra's energy didn't come from fire, how she was portrayed as with having blonde hair in the play. There was so much to that, but also just in the aftermath. This is where I got so invested in this story. Never let your guard down. Mercs are always treading a thin line. Vandam was always ready to give up his life for the cause. Same goes for his followers, and me. But Iona, she's shaking up something bad. One minute he's there, and the next he's not. That's a wound that's gotta take a long time to heal. There was the fact that Rex just going, I know I was an idiot, you don't have to tell me, I was trying to keep you safe, even if it came at a cost. This was also where I started to really warm up to Rex a lot more. I know that a lot of people feel that he's kind of the typical hero type, but I just couldn't help but respect the kid as of this situation. He had funny moments, and I liked him for those reasons, but he was more than just a funny protagonist for me as of this point. Are you alright? Sorry, I was really getting into this book. It's just, I can't stop thinking about Mr. Vandam. Grandpa said I should try reading a book to take my mind off of things, and that's all I've been doing lately. I thought that odd at the side was somebody replying and it was glitching for a second. I love that moment. I like the talks that happened afterward. Pyra's also very sympathetic how she knew about all this. She knew about Mithra's difficult past and was forced into this situation in Mithra's stead. I feel for her.
At last.
As we start off though today, we are now able to equip our third blade at long last. Sorry, Tora, you don't count. A reminder that we don't need the impossible to pronounce thing. We can switch back to our other accessories now. Rex, you take increased topple duration and the eye patch. Nia, the most important thing you do is break. We'll take a chrome scarf because your art recharges aren't that great yet. The bunnet choker will make your breaks go off more often. This will make them last longer. We have a rare Knock-On mask now, which has a greater effect than the regular Knock-On mask. Again, aggro over time effects kind of suck, but just out of not having much anything better for Tora and his damage being kind of low, you can take this because it can't hurt you. We were headed off toward Garfont Village, and so we shall go. Wrapping up my points on everything, if there's anything that I didn't like about everything that just happened, it's that I kind of got major main character energy from Iona the first time I saw her and thought she was going to be really cool. She wasn't, she was just kind of some dumb kid, and I thought that was disappointing. But like, I feel like that's stretching for any big negative to have about all that. Hamlish. Something wrong. Yeah, his name. I believe you and Zuo are wanting to speak with you. Of course, I already know what it's about, and what it means for us all. You'll probably want to come and speak to me shortly. I have something prepared especially for you. I guess we have no choice but to talk to you. Rex, good to see you. Yeah, hi. Don't look so down. The boss left a message with me, to give to you if anything ever happened to him. A message from Vandam for me! You don't think he knew he'd... Maybe. But if you ask me, I don't think he knew. It's just kind of life, it's just the kind of life us mercenaries live. You never know which day might turn out to be your last. So it's not uncommon for us to leave messages like this just in case. Now listen up, because this is important. Rex, I leave the Garfont mercenaries in your hands. Ah! Is there anything else? Nope, that's your lot. What? Leaving it to me? That's a joke, right? This is no joke, kid. It's Vandam through and through. He says what he means, no more, no less. Well, I mean, I won't deny it's simple, but Why would he ask me to... The boss thought a lot of you, kid. And I think you've struck a chord with the rest of us, too. You're an honest, straightforward guy with plenty of nerve and resolve. And you give us all hope. I don't think that I can really take all the credit for any of that. Maybe not. But there's something about you, kid. Everyone feels it. So tell me, Rex, will you do as the boss asks? It would feel wrong not to. All right, I'll do it. Strong words, well said. Nothing less from the guy old Van Damme staked his hopes in. But, what exactly would I have to do as the band's leader? You said you don't have any other message from Van Damme, right? Nope, he's a man of few words. But of course, you'll have me and Zuo to help you out. We couldn't ask you to suddenly handle all the operations on your own. You just dole out the big general orders from now. You can count on us to take care of the details. And then I guess we'll see how things go from there. Okay, I guess I can probably handle that. Right, then let's start by explaining how things work around here. Our little band takes on all kinds of assignments from all across All Rest. From escort missions to clearing out monsters to gathering materials and sometimes even smaller things. But tell me something, Rex. I get the feeling you've got more blades than you know what to do with. Am I wrong? If you got blades sitting around doing nothing, you can assign them to carry out missions as part of the band. It'll be good experience for them, and you'll reap the rewards to boot. Tell you what, it'll be quicker to explain if you try it out for yourself. Go ahead and choose a mission and try clearing it. The Merc Group menu is now open. Access it from the main menu. Gosh, and here I was going, gee, the Collectopedia sure is taking a long time to unlock. Nope, no Collectopedia this time. It was a far more emotionally charged menu option than I could have ever expected. We'll go into Araya and hear this amazing music.
Got it.
I'll be in the other party then.
Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
Off we go, we go!
Okay, understood. Gotcha! You can count on me. Let's get this started.
Just remember to have fun.
This will run for about a minute, and I'd like to show you that we're in a pause menu right now. I can go fiddle around in other stuff, and when I come back, that counter will be lower. Counters that benefit you go down in menus, but counters that are against you, such as pouch items running out, will not go down in menus. Thoughtful. Now, I'm only sitting on the screen for so long because this song is utterly amazing, and I don't think we'll have much of a chance to hear it otherwise because this is just gonna end up getting cut out in a lot of cases. When I had this game pre-release, Masayanella came over to my house, and she heard me, she didn't want to look at the screen because of spoilers, but she overheard the song, and I remember her going, "What are you doing in that game? That song is amazing." And I go, "It's a pause menu theme." And she was just like, "What?" And it was so cool. I can't help but just, like, give this thing the attention that it deserves. Whenever the timer goes down, we exit the Merc Group and go back in. That is the only requirement to getting it back. Oh! We get gold experience points and Merc points for this. And our blades will automatically fill in nodes on their affinity charts by themselves. Merc missions make raising blades up for all situations very easy. There's no more go kill 5 of this enemy or use this many blade combos or any of that. They just do it themselves now. However, there are exceptions that you need to know because this factors into how we'll be playing. Some rare blades might have objectives in locations you haven't been to yet, or very specific requirements like jumping a certain number of times or viewing a heart-to-heart or killing a unique monster. Those are the exceptions. They cannot be completed through Merc missions. Then there's Pyra, Dromark, and Poppy, who must always be engaged on their driver. They can't be sent away on Merc missions, and thus, their charts require being filled in manually. It's not really that hard though. I would say just check on your blades once per Titan and see if there's any new objectives that can't be done through Merc missions. Common blades tend to have very low requirements for this, so it's very easy to get them 100%ed by just throwing them out on Merc missions. By 100%ing a blade's affinity chart, you get big rewards, and by releasing a blade with full affinity charts, you'll get special items, as I've gone over before. This is where blades like Electra excel. Her field skills can get very high level, and that's the basis for all this. Doesn't matter if she's not good in battle. As far as I'm aware, the only common blade objective that can't be filled in through a Merc mission is doing X amount of damage in a single attack. You there! Looks like you completed the mission. Good work, Rex. I hope you know that now that I'm your boss, I'm gonna be making fun of your name twice as hard. Rose to Merc Group Rank 1. Number of common blades increased. New Merc missions available. I guess I missed this text box my first time around, because this is your indication on blade not being able to awaken more blades right now. As you complete missions, it'll build our band's reputation. The higher our reputation, the more missions we'll get. And it'll also let you manage more blades at a time. Sounds like a good thing all around. This time, you set up the mission for me. How should I find more in the future? Well, let's see now. We'll send a few missions your way ourselves. Aside from that, you can ask around town, see if anyone needs help. There are plenty of people out there with troubles that need solving. Might be a good idea for you to go back and see how things are doing in Argentum or Gormott, too. All right, I'll have to remember that. Oh yeah, I have one more piece of advice for you. Different missions have different blade requirements, and each blade has strengths and weaknesses too. If you pay attention to the makeup of your squad, you might be able to get the job done quicker. Think about everyone's strengths and weaknesses to get the missions done effectively. Got it. Sounds like you're getting the idea. For now, just try to complete as many missions as you can. Once you're used to that, we'll see what else you can do. I'll be waiting to give you a test, so drop by Garfont once in a while. I'll have to take tests even though I'm the leader. Oh, and remember, whenever you don't have the blades going spare, don't hesitate to assign them to a bunch of missions. We aren't gonna run out of missions anytime soon. The world is full of folk that need a little mercenary help. Helping people in need. So this is what Van Damme devoted his life to. I'll have to work hard to make this a mercenary band he'd be proud of. That's the spirit, Rex. We're all counting on you, so keep it up. Van Damme's relationship with Rex is one of my favorite parts of this whole damn story, and it continues to be so sweet even after he's gone.
I reckon the quickest route is back to Argentum, ship to Morardane, then on to the Praetorium.
If we're lucky, there'll be a guild ship at the port.
Can't say no to a free ride. Let's go and see.
It doesn't cost anything?
Salvagers can board guild ships for free. I'll negotiate for you guys, too.
That would be big help.
Looks like you become leader of the Garfont Mercenaries. Congratulations! Let us take a moment to go over what you just told us. So you're just gonna be repeating what a better tutorial said. Mercs can expect to field requests from all kinds of missions. Usually you'll get a notification on the right side of the screen when a new Merc mission becomes available, but you can also check them in the menu. The next point is about the importance of making sure that you build the right team for the job. For each mission, you'll need to put together a squad of blades. If you look carefully at the job details, you should be able to figure out which skills you'll need the blades you send to have. By the way, your mercenary band has a rank of its own, which can be raised by completing certain missions. When you think the band might be ready to size up to the next level, go and talk to you. I'm sure he'll point you in the right direction. Raising your Merc group's rank allows you to take on more challenging missions, so it's worth doing. Best of luck! I'm sure you'll be a great Merc leader. There's a lot to the Garfont Mercenaries, and we've only seen the very bare basics of it so far. For now, we're gonna end things here. Next time on Xenoblade Chronicles 2, we're going to see more detail about the Merc group and then start heading off toward Morardane. See you guys then.